Good evening, everyone. I hope you've had another wonderful weekend, and I hope you're ready for another wonderful week of playing Slay the Spire and maybe Monster Train. But either way, starting off with Slay the Spire, we still have a lot to do, and so let us do it. Good to see you, Fury. Thanks for resubscribing. Good to see you as well, Glacier. Also, apparently my headphones cord is all twisted. Let us fix that. There we go. Also, weirdly, so the other day I unplugged my headphones and it closed Steam. No idea why that happened. Was very bizarre. But it happened. Saturday was way too long. Got on a boat at 8 a.m. and didn't get off the boat until midnight. That is a long day. I hope it was a good day at least, but it certainly sounds like a long day. We should definitely do Defect. I want to do Silent, but we'll do Defect. Just because I feel bad that they're still lagging behind. This is the first time I've been here for the start of the stream. How goes it? Well, good to have you from the beginning, Jank Shank, and it goes okay. I weirdly slept through most of the day. Also, I woke up with the phrase, the miracle of miniaturization on my tongue for some unknowable reason. Couldn't tell you, but that was the one clear image in my mind as I woke. For reference, there was snow on the ground in the morning and the high temp was 50. Yeah, we had heavy snow here on Friday. We didn't have any more snow on Saturday, but where I'm at, usually the snow takes a long time to melt. Wasn't too bad this time, though. Anyways, Stone Humidifier seems fine. Remind me what Niao's Fury is. Yeah, I thought it was this one. Which didn't work out super great for us last time. Looking forward to the Shrinker Beetle or something, I guess. Fair enough. Transform, a strike, and a defend. I really hate the transform mechanic. Like, if it let you draft from a couple different cards, I wouldn't mind as much, but I really dislike how many places in this game they want you to just fully random a card into some other card. And, like, yes, it is an upgrade for you, more or less, because the strikes and defense are just so bad that, like, any random card is often going to be an upgrade. Still pretty lame, though. I wish I could see the upgrade to that Fury before I choose it. Yeah, I wish I could see the upgrade to anything in this game before you select it. Had an Ironclad with 3 perfected strikes, 2 Stampedes. Everything was going smoothly until Stampede betrayed me and pointed my Ironclad ass toward the incoming crab missile. Yeah, that feels bad. Oh, man. As far as Slay the Spire's random mechanics go, I enjoy transforms. The colorless cards that do random things are more offensive to me. In general, I just want Slay the Spire to have less random things. The transform is notable to me because it is a permanent change to your deck, more or less. Like, I think there's at least one that transforms in combat, but you get the point that I'm trying to make more or less. And again, it's just for, like, how often it appears. Like, I'm fine, I guess, if Transform is, like, very heavily limited. But I feel like I'm running into it all the time. And this game wants me to treat it like a blessing. And I just really dislike that sort of mechanic. Has anyone seen Snecko in this game yet? I've seen the Snecko Eye Potion, I think, but nothing else. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. Which I'm fine with. Anyways, as boring as it is, I think I may be going for the Humidifier. The Fury is interesting if we end up getting some of the, like, zero-cost cards. Namely, like, Claws. But we'll just take this. It's boring, but it's helpful. Again, especially given that heals are percentage-based. So the more we increase our health, the more it's going to do for us in the long run. So, like, there is a route where we could fight 5 elites. I'm going to tell you right now, pretty confident we're not doing that. I think I'm leaning more towards like this route over here, where we can pivot off of the second elite if we need to. And also just like resting more often isn't bad since we get more max HP. And we can do like an early shop. It's not the most helpful thing, but we might see something good. Okay, we'll just go for the block and set up the lightning. Interesting to me that there don't seem to be any major max HP trade-offs similar to bites or apparitions from Slay the Spire 1 this time around. Yeah, I don't know how true that is. I feel like that's probably true, but... sure, we'll just evoke that, because it puts him in range now that if we evoke again, we'll just kill him. I guess there's that event you can throw away all your max HP but 1, but that's a meme anyways. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that. 5 damage twice. I do not like this picture. Anyways, 5 damage twice, play a random attack from your draw pile. Like, Lightning Rod is okay. I think I lean towards Barrage, but I'm not, like, crazy about that either. Uproar's fine, but I don't like the random nature of it, and it's sort of expensive. Then again, like, an upgrade makes it do 14, which isn't bad, and if I can get strength, it, you know, scales better. Still, we'll take the Barrage and just see how that treats us, I guess. I do like Finesse. First time you channel 7 orbs each combat, deal 30 damage to all enemies. Well, wish I could do the 10. Unsurprisingly, can't afford it. So I might take the Claw. I don't think I should, but you know what? Let's take the Claw. We'll take the Cool-Headed as well. Wish that I had gotten this before taking that, but sure, I'll lose some max HP and I'll make all of my subsequent block things better. How you doing, Tom? Claw meme deck, let's go. Yeah, unfortunately the Barrage not doing great work for me here. Yeah, that's about what I expected to happen with that. Uproar is the kind of randomness I hate. I don't mind transforms. You can opt into a card output variance is awful to me. I mean, let's be clear. I hate all of that. I think everyone here relatively knows how much I hate random effects. Okay, and we're just in range of this kills. I'm good, keen to see a claw deck. Fair enough. We did a bit of clawing before. Yeah, I'll take the sweeping beam, I guess. Although I know I'm adding more cards to my deck, but it's a vaguely helpful card. I didn't know that. Perhaps you should talk about it more. Maybe even a rant. Oh, Tom. Oh, Tom. I mean, we all know I'm going to rant about it soon anyways. Yeah, I don't know why I took the Cool-Headed. It's less exciting for me than I was thinking. I mean, it's okay, but still. he's dead. That's the first time I've seen Sweeping Beam's animation. I mean, chill is okay. I think I should take the leap, even though I would like to stop taking things that aren't claws. Okay, I'm going to upgrade the claw. I don't know that that's really good. We don't have anything to combo with the claw yet. I wish I better knew what the colorless card pool looked like in this game. Take a random card. Yeah, hologram is fine. That's exactly the sort of thing we wanted. I've literally never taken into fun animation, though. I mean, it's the first time I've taken it this time as well. I kind of want to do the evoke, but let's just not take the damage. Can't you open the menu and view the colors cards from the compendium? Sort of. So, like, yes, I can look at it, but I believe... there it is. I'm just totally blanking what I'm looking at. Yeah, I have not seen a lot of the colorless cards, is what I was trying to point out. So, like, yes, I can see some of them, but I don't know all of them. And more to the point, I was mainly saying I don't know them well offhand. And so, yes, I can look them up, but I don't have as good a sense as I do in some other games of, like, what I'm likely to get from that event. Okay. Totally understand the limitation now. Yeah. I mean, it's still helpful, but it just doesn't totally solve the issue, for sure. Not the time I wanted to get the leap. Kind of down colorless cards now that Apotheosis isn't in the pool. I mean, I'm just not, like, a huge fan of them in general, but, like, they're okay. Yeah, I don't love how long it's taking me to kill this guy. I'm not surprised that it is, but... And I am playing it very, like, cautiously. Unfortunately, the dazes are not great for me. And unfortunately, the hologram was right at the bottom of the draw pile. So, like, I wanted to use the hologram with the claw or such, but didn't work out. Anyways, we're fine, because this will kill right here. Or I can just do that. But we had the orb to kill him either way. Like, another barrage is maybe not the worst thing for me. And honestly, like, capacitor is fine if I just want to, like, be... like, generating frost orbs for some, like, passive block, but I'm not gonna do it. Maybe I should, but I'm not. I'm pretty happy to see Ornamental Fan, but I need my deck to cooperate. Okay, Sweeping Beam hitting the bottom of the screen is cool. It's a bit much for me, but it is kind of cool. Okay, well, we'll at least do that, I guess. Oh yeah, total overkill. Yeah. Our power is unmatched! My favorite phrase in the game. Okay. I find colorless cards generally do good things for you. Yeah, they do. But I also find them pretty boring. And, like, this is admittedly just a me thing, but, like, I really like building my deck in a way where it's doing, like, synergistic, cool effects. That's how I like building a deck. I'm a lot less excited by cards that are just, like, solid value. That are just, like, generically good value. This, admittedly, is also part of what really annoys me about, like Magic and other, like, constructed card games, where people start looking at things in terms of, like, staples. Like, I don't want cards to be staples. I don't feel like you should be including the same, like, 5 to 20 cards in every single deck. I think that's incredibly boring and lame, even if they're good cards. I think instead you should be picking things that are more thematic to your specific deck and goals, rather than just putting in, like, Cyclonic Rift into your deck because it's just a powerful blue card. Like, you don't need to have the same cards in every deck. Smokestack is kind of cool, but nope. Scavenge is okay. I mean, these are all decent, or at least I can see the value in them. I just don't want to take them right here. Also, there's a sub 6 minute speed run of Slay the Spire 2 already. Does it use glitches? Yeah, roguelikes and living card games are a lot more interesting than stale constructed stuff. So, I mean, like, I do still like constructed card games, but it definitely has a fair bit to do with, like, who you're playing with and their views on deck building. But this is part of why I don't really like playing, like, Standard in Magic. Because, like, you end up seeing the same decks all the time. Like, the same net decks. And, like, you know, I can't totally fault people for that because they want to win, obviously. And, like, those are the proven, like, winning decks. But I do find it incredibly boring. Not that I can tell, just play fast and plus strength spam plus whirlwind. Fair enough. I love the smokestack, trash creation, flat cannon build. I mean, it does sound appealing. Okay, so that can just outright kill. And then we already have the win here. There we go. I mean, focus is nice-ish. And could be good if I want to be doing things. Which is to say, it could be good if I'm relying on frost orbs. I don't know that I really want to do that, though. We'll just go ahead and skip. Okay, we'll go up through the elite, I guess. Although, the remaining elites are maybe not great for me. Are you the one who gets more strength or less? I think you're the one who gets less. Well, we'll just go ahead and kill you then. Our power is unmatched! And yes, this is the less strength one who hits initially harder. Okay. Yeah, and that's enough to get the kill. So much ka. It's true. Yeah, I'll drop the flex potion for the strength potion. I will take another leap. It's just good value for me. Like, it's a lot of block. It's way better than any other block card I've got currently. And given how slow my deck is, that feels warranted. 13 damage, draw cards. Yeah, we'll take the Ice Lance. It's interesting. And also makes that stronger. Alright, well, we stunned him, I guess. Okay, so we do this so we can get back the claw. Because that's just the life we live now. Unfortunately, he's a little scary, but that's just life. And these evoke for 5. Yeah, not exactly what I wanted to see. Well, so be it. I still block a decent chunk. I am taking some damage, but it's not the end of the world. So we're already blocking enough, so we just go for the damage. And then we've only got to do 9 damage, which, there we go. Hello, Misty. I'm doing okay-ish. How about you, my friend? I will take another hologram. Not too bad. Glad to hear it. I do want to upgrade the holograms. I also would love to remove cards. May a seed for you if you have time. Remind me later. I'm a little less interested in doing seeds in this game, though, since I'm still climbing, and I don't believe I can climb Ascensions and do seeds at the same time. You're doing 14. Now we need a Feral, and the Claw deck is completed. I don't remember what Feral does. Alright, well, we're going to take a little bit of damage, and this doesn't help. Well, could have used the leaps before. Alright, well, let's get a little bit of damage on him. Turn's first 0 cost card played each turn to hand. Yeah, absolutely we want that. Well, he's almost dead. Just not quite there yet. But we only have to do 13, or more specifically, we only have to actually do 10. Since the Lightning Orb was going to do 3 regardless. Nah, I'll skip, even though it is good. Fine, I'll take the FTL. Okay. I would like to upgrade some things. We are going to heal just because I am fairly slow going at the moment. And also it does increase my max HP. So it's not like the worst thing. Oh yeah, Snacko Oil only randomizes this card to the turn. Now can't completely screw for the rest of the combat. Yes, I do appreciate that. Okay, we'll do this just to get things rolling. I did forget that she stays asleep for a while and I could have waited, but that's fine. Okay, I'll do this because we get the strength from the reptile. And that seems a reasonable time to just do that and get a chunk of damage off. Okay. Yeah, I really wanted that hologram at a different time. Alright, we're blocking exactly enough. We're doing okay. Although she's going to start debuffing us, and we're not totally ready for that turn of events. Well, there goes my extra strength, and there goes some dexterity. But fortunately, it would have been really nice to draw those last turn, but hey. And I do have a good chunk of HP, since I'd healed right before this. She does do a fair bit of damage, though. Alright, she's doing a lot of damage, but we're trying to just finish her off, basically. Yeah, she's at 3 HP. We'll get there. Ta-da! Okay. I had plenty of HP left. Everything's fine. Next power we played is played an additional time. I wish that this had innate on it, but it doesn't. Whatever. I'm just gonna skip those. The signal boost is maybe okay, but we'll skip. Signal boost is neutral to good after upgraded. Yeah, it's fine. Greetings, Beep. Not here to annoy me? What an unusual little construct. Starts combat with additional energy. Again, would love that in a game that had the ability to upgrade cards with intrinsic. But alas, like, it's still okay. I've made good use of it before. Remove 4 cards from your deck. Whenever you shuffle your draw pile, add a soot into your draw pile. Gain 1 at the start of each turn. Extinguishes. I don't like that. I mean, I don't love Big Hug, but I do think that's likely our best option. Nice that signal boost lasts for later turns if you don't have power immediately. Yes, I will grant it that. So how's the game treating you? It's fun. I've been having a good time with it. As I've said before, it's certainly not my favorite deck builder, but I wasn't really expecting it to be my favorite deck builder. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. There's a lot of changes that have been made that have made it more enjoyable than Slay the Spire 1. Yeah, I mean, there's still, like, intrinsically some things about it that I don't love, but for the most part, like, I've been pleased with the changes that have been made to the game. I will say, I hope that they do something different than the keys to access the final, to access Act 4 like they did in Slay the Spire 1. I really disliked in particular well, I disliked all of them, but especially I disliked having to spend one of your rest points. For how limited upgrades are in Slay the Spire, I felt it was pretty lame that you had to give up one of your potential rest points to get a key. And also having to route for one of the elites also felt bad, since, like, part of the interesting fun of this game is the routing. And if you put it on, like, this elite right here, I don't have many choices. Like, yes, technically I can delay and just not go to it in this act, but the same thing can happen in Act 3, and then still it ends up being a situation where I effectively don't have a choice on routing, and I just don't enjoy that at all. My roommate found a new deck builder they're loving. I'll try to get the name of it. Something like first turn knockabout or one turn kill or some such. Yeah, I don't remember the name of it. I know what game you're talking about. I have not played it or looked into it much. Sounds interesting, but yeah, I don't know too much about it. I just didn't like the heart fights. I got to the point where I was just playing without doing hearts. Yeah, I didn't love the heart. The heart felt annoyingly restrictive. And I recognize that, you know, there's always a balance, especially with, like, the super boss, but just with the game in general, of, like, making something satisfyingly difficult does put some restrictions on the player. But I really care about being able to make, especially in a deck builder like this, I care very strongly about being able to beat the game with a variety of different sorts of builds. I feel like every archetype should be winnable. And not just winnable in a very niche way. Like, yes, technically you can win with, like, anything, but, like, you need the right, like, stars to align for something. Anyway, the point is, I definitely lean towards preferring something being a little bit easier if it means it's more accessible for more decks to beat it, rather than, you know, pushing it right to the edge of difficulty, but invalidating some archetypes to do it. And I know I'm being a little... I'm not totally giving it the nuance it deserves, but that's my general feeling on the matter. Stars should not need to align to win at a game like this. Yeah, I mean, there are some people who are going to disagree with that. Same with, like, Monster Train. There are plenty of people who don't like Monster Train because they feel it's too easy. And I agree to some amount that I feel like Monster Train could be more difficult, but it's hard to find the right way to do that. Because, like, you know, when people bring that up, ask those people, like, what do they actually want to be more difficult? And, like, yeah, you could just, like, tune the numbers higher, but that doesn't really... That doesn't, for the most part, affect the decks that are already going to have a good time. And, like, you could do other things, like introduce more mechanics for certain bosses, or just enemies in general. And, like, yeah, that can work well, but if those mechanics just, like, hard counter certain types of cards and decks, then that can also be really frustrating. Fuck. Well, that's unfortunate. This is the first time I've not killed him, and we're not killing him by 1 HP. Well, that felt really bad. But whatever, fine. I mean, the beam cell is pretty okay. Deck thinning, free card removal. The problem is that the card it removed was FTL, which was already a card that drew past itself. Was Energy Potion option? Yeah, I forgot that I had Reptile Trinket, because you're right, I could have used that and gotten some strength, and that would have been enough, but I forgot that that would have worked. Either way, whatever, it's annoying. Had it been like any other card, I wouldn't have cared, but that one I did care about. Yes, it was tongue-in-cheek. Yeah. The boot sequence is nice. I do like the beam cell. I think we're taking the beam cell. Yeah. Anyways, this seemed just generally a good use of my time. I take boot sequence because this game loves zone load. 15-20 damage at you turn 1 later. Yeah, it does. And that's why I was considering it, because I largely agree that it's a good choice. Well, we'll kill there, and we'll hope that the Lightning Orb hits there. Yeah, good job, Lightning Orb. I think the seed I made has a mid-boss I've only seen once that I'm in love with, unlike the damn devil that I have to let him play my first turn every time because his options are horrible. Gain energy, add a void to your discard pile, double your energy. No. I mean, the Uproar is maybe cute, but Ancient, I think that's what they're called. Yeah, the Ancients are the ones that give you the artifacts. Also, getting Sal to rant is fun and interesting. He explains his logic well. I mean, I do try. I think we want that. The Razor Tooth is also not bad. Horn Cleat I also like a decent amount. I feel weird about the Ancients. I like them, but I mean, I like them so far for the most part. I'm not wild about Tez Katara, the one that we got this time, just because like half their options are about temporary gains, and again, I recognize, like, I understand why they're in the game. I personally don't super love those things. It's the same sort of deal as, like, in Act 1. Often the right play is just to take a, like, value card, even if that card is not going to matter to, like, your final build, because that card helps you get through Act 1 and maybe Act 2 and just, like, gives you some power here and now. And, like, that's a valid way to, like, balance the game. I don't particularly like it. I don't like taking a card knowing that it is very likely going to be irrelevant later. And, like, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm not totally against picking up cards that I might remove later. Like, I do that in Monster Train all the time. But that's different, because those are cards where there is a definite world where they will be a key player later still. Whereas this, it's like, you're just taking a slightly upgraded attack that is good for Act 1, but is bad for Act 3, and you're just accepting that trade-off. Also, they have a ton fewer deck thinning options. Yeah, for sure. That's part of why it bothers me, for sure. Ancient Ward goes well with the intent of compensating for not having +1 extra energy with quality of life, or other ways to give your deck more value per card. Yeah, I mean, overall, I think the Ancients have been fun. And I like their options on the whole a lot more than the boss artifacts of Slay the Spire 1. But, yeah, Tez Katara in particular I'm a little less excited about. They have some good options, but they are so far my least favorite of the Ancients. Spire always gravitated you towards generalist builds, so it's tough to display the spirit of Jank. Yeah, I mean, you've all heard me rant about this before, but that is one of the things I dislike about Slay the Spire. And it's not, like, an altogether wrong thing. It's perfectly fine to make a game like that. I personally dislike that. I like being able to specialize my deck. I like being able to do very different things. I don't like the correct choice being to, you know, like, make an all-comer sort of deck each and every time. Anyways, I think we're taking FTL and the Horn Cleat. I don't, like, super love it, but it is just solidly good. I wish that we had the other FTL still. I'll leave the hologram in there. I do want to upgrade the holograms because they work very well with the things. Yeah, I'll just not attack. Okay, well, here we are. You know, he always throws me off on this turn because he has his eyes closed, and so I always think that he's not attacking on that turn, even though he is. Like, it's fine, I would have done basically the same thing anyways, but it still just throws me off where I expect him to be doing something different than what he's doing. If we're lucky, we could get Maul later. Remind me what Maul is. Alright, we'll just do the leap. I don't love this, but it is correct. It's the new upgraded claw. Basically, better claw hits twice. You're talking about the one from the Ancient? Yeah, okay. Well, we'll block slightly more. And yes, I know that I would have gotten block with the attack as well, but it would have been less. Unfortunately, this guy is fucking ruining me. There we go. No. Yeah, I'll take the iteration. Okay. I would like to upgrade. We're gonna heal, though. It just seems good. Okay, I will take a little bit of damage. Fine. Yeah, and I did have extra block this turn from the Horn Cleat. And then here's the turn where they scared the shit out of me, and we just kind of have to deal with that. Yeah, unfortunately the claw is no longer in there. I probably should have used one of the potions this turn. Just because I was doing a lot of attacks, and so I would have gotten a bunch of extra value off of the temp strength. Ugh. Yeah, my deck is still very slow at accomplishing its goals. Unfortunately, we just barely roll over. Okay, let's do this for a bit more damage. Did she remove the claw from your deck? This enemy? No. I don't believe they can. Okay, I'm gonna use the energy potion now. I don't love it, but I gained the extra strength. I was thinking the ancient. Oh yeah, no. Did not happen. Okay, we're just gonna get back the barrage because with the extra strength, that does a lot of work for us right now. Yeah, that's not really gonna help. Take another leap, I guess. Okay, we're going to upgrade. I kind of want the iteration, but that's fine. We're going to do the hologram. Yeah, don't hate the anchor. So I could do a removal if I go there. I think I just go here, though. And I maybe even just go up to the next one. I think that is what I do. And just make my deck a little bit better. Not the best enemy for me to fight, but we'll see. Centipede would be a bad encounter for this deck. Yeah, likely true. Unfortunately, I feel like most fights are a bad encounter for this deck at the moment. Yeah, I mean, I should have just hit you more, but I thought I was going to kill the minions, and I do think I probably still kill the minions. Well, let's do it like this. Okay. Fine. Good enough. We do block exactly enough, and now we have vulnerable on you. I am also vulnerable, but hey. Not my favorite draw ever, but okay. Honestly, I'll just go for some damage, even though I'm taking some damage this way. But, like, I need to kill him. Okay, yeah, I was hoping we'd get that. Okay, there we go. Not too bad, all things considered. Fine, I'll take another hologram, I guess. I don't know. It's not going great for me. We are going to rest, just because I'm relatively low on HP, and as was pointed out, there are some bad fights for me. I would go so far as to say both of the remaining elites are honestly pretty bad for me, but hey. Okay, I already have enough block as is. Oh, right, B-Man would be ruinous. I mean, they're both gonna be pretty fucking bad for me. My deck in general is just pretty slow and not great. It'd be really nice if I had more zero-cost cards in my deck. My friend was pointing out that they think that defense seems to be the way of this game as opposed to last game. What do you think? I would disagree. I mean, obviously defense is important to some degree, but there are plenty of decks where I've been pretty weak on defense, and it has been much better for me than if I'd, like, heavily prioritized it. I went into B-Man with multiple Ricochet and Dagger Spray as my main damage once. 30 plus days in the deck. Oh, yeah. I have had some very similar experiences. Well, a bunch of energy, and it doesn't really matter. My deck is just very fucking bad at its job. Ugh. If I had, like, some way to gain strength, that would help. Okay. Become vulnerable. Do that. Get back the claw. Fucking murder his ass. Yeah. I will take all for one. What is the upgrade in all for one anyways? I assume it's just lower or higher damage. And yes, that is the case. Well, here we are. And yes, I know we're adding a bunch of garbage to my draw pile, so be it. Like, we need to be getting damage on him, so that's just life. Okay, I'll do that, even though I likely shouldn't have done that last one. I was confused for a moment because I was like, I'm pretty sure this is the icon for artifact. And I was like, what is giving me artifact? Turns out, it's just not what's happening. I don't really want to do this, but we'll do it. Yeah, I figured it'd probably just draw into that, which is not ideal, but it gives me more draw over the next couple turns, and I really do want to be able to kill him. How you doing, Constant Tom? See, this is how the deck is supposed to work. It's just so often I don't draw the holograms at the right time. Permafrost is pretty underwhelming for me, but fine. Where to buy more claws? It certainly feels like that. I do wish that we had this upgraded. I think we still want to do the other hologram to make it non-exhausting. Iteration is also good, but like basically just the things to enable my claws, well, claw, are all pretty appealing. Okay, we're gonna do this first. Just in case it drew more useful stuff for us. Doing fine, a little bit strange. Can I figure out whether I got a cold or a seasonal allergy? Fair enough. Sounds unpleasant either way. Okay, well, I have enough block already. Okay. Yeah, would have been nice to have gotten the beam cell before now, but that's fine. We got what we wanted. And we're doing okay with the claw so far. Okay, we'll just get back the claw one more time. And I'll just take a little bit of damage from him. I think it's just better for me to hit the guy who's vulnerable. And also, in general, the rocket claw is kind of the most dangerous thing in this fight, so... I actually get more block from just attacking again, so we'll do that. Since with the Frail, I only get 3, and I gain 4 from completing the Ceremonial Fan. Okay. And yes, I am hitting this one just so we can kind of even out their health a little bit. And then we have just exactly before we do the redraw, which is good. Because it means I get all of these back. I don't get to draw a card with the FTL because reasons, but that's fine. He has tons of block, who cares? And now we just work on killing the one mighty Crab Claw. Well, not what I was hoping to get, but that's fine. Doesn't matter, I don't have the energy. But generally, we're doing okay. And yeah, I have 0 cards to get back with All for One at the moment. We'll just take a little less damage. Thanks for being here so often, Constant Tom. I really do appreciate it. I know I say it often, but I do really appreciate all of you who come back night after night after night. It does mean a lot to me. There we go. Not too bad. We did take some damage, but that's okay. 11 damage to all enemies. Evoke all your orbs. I've not seen Shatter before. That's kind of cool. We'll take Machine Learning. Like, the extra draw can kind of mess me up, but on the whole, it is just better for me. I don't think I care about Apotheosis. I think we just want the random potions. Like, they are good, and also they do work with the Reptile Trinket, so... I might just avoid the elites. Like, they're nice, but I actually don't know what I would hope to see to really round up my deck anyways. Again, this is one of those moments where having less game knowledge for this game than, say, you know, Monster Train does me in. Alright, have a nice night, Glacier. Always good to see you. Yeah, I think we just do something like that. Yeah, I should have done these already. Sure. I mean, the All for One is good in general, but we'll do this right now. Probably because it works in cute ways. Namely, I do this, and then it fills up my slots, which then means the barrage hits 3 times. And so then all that extra energy is very useful. Should have used the Touch of Insanity as well, but I didn't think about it. I'm sorry I disappear for long periods of time. I do follow a ton of streamers and sometimes just can't even bear to be on Twitch. I really do appreciate you a lot. You're one of the streamers that make me feel seen, even if it is to laugh at me for being silly. I mean, you don't have to apologize for not showing up. Everyone has their own life. Like, that's not a big deal to me. Like, I appreciate you guys being here, but, like, never feel bad about, like, doing your own thing for whatever reason. There we go. Another Sweeping Beam is sort of appealing. We're not going to take it, though. So it's power with Swift. Like, if I were actually using multi-hitting things, the Sharp would be nice. I think we just wanted to do Swift on Machine Learning so that once I make it intrinsic or innate, whatever this game calls it, then we immediately get to draw and hopefully draw into our things faster. Take every card. Blocking is for cowards. I do enjoy that. Barrage Sharp. I thought about it, but, like, I'm not actually using Barrage all the time. I'm using it sometimes, but there's plenty of times where I'm pretty okay with just not using it. Are you planning to do mostly Spire this week, or are you playing some mixed things you said earlier? Not entirely sure. I feel like I should do a mix, and I probably will do a mix, but I have not made any conclusive schedule, so we'll see. Like, the problem is I want to do both. Like, I really do want to play more Slay the Spire. Obviously, I also want to play more Monster Train, because there's a lot we haven't done there. But also, I have already played a lot of Monster Train. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Well, I guess if you do a mix, you should never start with Monster Train. Well, when I say a mix, I mean that, like, it would be one day of doing one day of doing a different one. Like, I'm not going to switch midway through the stream. I know some people do that, but in general, I just find that less enjoyable. So I'm not gonna worry about it. That's right, I meant to get the sweeping beam back. Doesn't really matter. I do really like being able just to use all my potions every fight. Flex potion, kind of cute. Not gonna worry about it though. I will take a boot sequence, I guess. Oh, I thought you were talking about switching on previous week. I did, but when I say switching, I meant I will be splitting my time between the two, as in, like, a full day of one, full day of another, rather than, like, 3 hours of Monster Train, then 3 hours of Slay the Spire in the same day. That's what I'm saying. I mean, the attack can be good. I think we'll just do the power, though. And just go for the strength and dexterity. Yeah, I didn't really need to use the potion already, but that's fine. I do appreciate all the free block I get. Unfortunately, a lot of these things are not wildly helpful at the moment. That's okay. He can't really hurt us. Okay. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's get back the claw! Should probably do this and see if we draw into something I care about. We did not. I was just hoping we'd draw into, like, Beam Cell or something. Also, poor Ori Halcom has literally never mattered for us, ever. And likely never will. Unfortunately, I had to do that before playing the FTL because the FTL would have recycled my graveyard. And I could not afford that. Does not matter. We're totally fine. Oh, I'm actually okay with just discarding the weak potion. Yeah, let's just go this way. Do I want to fight the elite, actually? I think I'm going to avoid it because the only elites I can think of are actually pretty bad matchups for us, so let's not. God, I want my stupid things to be innate. Like, that is what I want. Well, I appreciate Beam Cell staying at the right amount. Yeah, I probably should have used these this turn since I was doing a bunch of attacks. But here we are. Well, we do a lot of damage. We just blow them up. Attack Trio Knights would be bad. Giant Mech is okay. I would be dicey with block. Yeah, I couldn't remember the I. I was thinking of the Mech Knight and the Trio Knights. And both of those seemed reasonably bad for me. I assume the reduce this card's cost to 0 lasts for the battle. Maybe it doesn't. Either way, I don't think I want this. It's fine, but we'll not take it. I maybe should, but I think we'll be okay against the upcoming boss. Yeah, I think that doesn't interrupt the Delicate Frond. Either I can't turn it down. If it does interrupt it, I don't want it, but so be it. Well, I don't want the debt, and I don't really have anything to spend my gold on, so here we are. I wasn't sure if I had to reveal more. I didn't think I did, but I thought it would tell me I'd won something as soon as I revealed it. Clarity Extract is good to have. I don't think I need another boot sequence, nor do I think I need a second iteration. You know what? Fuck it. I'll take another iteration. Okay. So we're just gonna do this one to start. Just so I can always get it turn 1. Plating is fine. Pendulum is fine. Kind of want to get rid of the barrage, but I think I'm not going to, because I do still generate some orbs with the cool-headed. Could do the enchant, which isn't terrible. Kind of just wanted to take the HP or to save my things for later. But, like, upgrading the claw and, like, the sweeping beam, or, like, the beam cell, and the barrage is fine. Like, that's fine. I do know that I bankrupted myself when there is another shop coming up, but still. Okay, sadly can't do the all for one, but so be it. I don't actually need to play the boot sequence, so I'll leave it for now, just in case we want it later. It would make more sense if we hadn't already seen the all for one go, since we could get it back with the all for one. Obviously, I can still do that later, it's just currently that doesn't, like, help. And yes, I know I could have gone back the all for one with the hologram, yada yada. We didn't, that's fine. I did want to play my other powers and all that, so. But this time, we're going to do this. Okay, we already have enough blocks, so I guess I'll let the boot sequence stay. No potions. Yeah, I mean, I thought about it, and then I didn't. I should have used them already, probably, but I figured we had a good enough turn that I didn't really need to worry about it. But the value lost, I mean, the fight is going on long enough that I figured it doesn't really matter. Okay, so let us actually start with this. Yeah, I don't actually get to use the barrage this way, which is a little bit of a mistake. It's fine. It's fine. Unfortunately, there goes the shuffle, but it ends up not mattering because we just draw 1,000 cards. And there we go. This is why we've done the things we've done. I don't care about a fire potion. Don't care about any of those. Wasn't this an uncommon in Slay the Spire 1? I don't know if it had the same amount of scaling, but either way, it's cute. We're not taking it. I mean, obviously I can't afford it, but, you know, even though I could. I mean, we can't afford anything here, so it's a moot point. I just like looking at things. I guess we could afford the Ball Lightning. We're not taking the Ball Lightning. Could heal. Don't think I need to heal. I guess I'll just do this for the sake of it. Maybe should have healed. Who knows? Gain 10 block. Next turn, gain more block. Okay, not the worst set of options. No, I was hoping to get. Oh, I should have used this. Alright, fine, whatever. Alright, we are blocking exactly enough. And then we already have enough block on this turn as well, because we're just that cool. And yes, I should have done those in a different order, so be it. We'll just have to live with that shame forever. Okay, so it might be a little bad for us that we have the Soots building up on our deck. But, again, in a world where I've got 5 extra draw every time I draw a status for the first time each turn, like, I'm reasonably confident it's going to work out. Plus, as he, you know, becomes stronger, we also are becoming stronger and stronger. And yes, I should have done that before. I didn't totally take note of how much damage he was doing and how much I was blocking. Oh well. Okay. Doesn't matter, though the block this turn ends up being wasted. Oh well. And then he regenerates. It is a shame that our last artifact we got was the Petrified Toad, which was just absolutely worthless to our needs, but so be it. I do kind of want to do the barrage. Oh, he's intangible this turn. I forgot. Which is not great. I think it will still line up decently enough for us. Can't say I love this turn of events, but here we are. Alright, I'm still blocking a good chunk of it, but we are looking a little awkward. Well, I can at least make him vulnerable for forever and a day. I think I don't want to do the cool-headed in case we draw into like cards I actually want. Because like we need to have them on the turn where we can actually do damage. I think I just want to get back to Claw multiple times with the holograms. I think that's just better than getting back all for one once. So the Claw is up to doing 34 damage. Yeah, I think we just want to do this, because I also get the extra block this way. And the fight's not quite over here, so I do need to outlast just a little bit longer. Since he has one more big damage turn. Okay. Take a little bit of damage, but we should be fine. And, you know, we just need to hit him one good time here. And there we go. Ta-da! Like, our deck definitely was building up a lot of statuses since we were shuffling many a time. But that's okay. How do you keep coming back? Is this Niao's doing? Random garbled lines. Foolish. And thus, he breaks once more. Oh boy. Oh, he's finally up to Ascension 3. Boy, isn't it just so fun that I have to unlock each Ascension per character separately. I'm looking forward to more of the game modes they plan to make. Have they spoken about what they plan to do with game modes? Because I definitely have not followed any of their news, I guess. Told me to remind you about the seed I made. Fair enough. The architect wakes up from the longest of slumbers. His sleep was poor. Memories return in fragments, and his surroundings are alien. He is not who he once was. Tiny mailbox. Whenever you rest, procure a random potion. I mean, it's kind of cute. Joss paper. Every 5 times you exhaust a card, draw 1 card. Interesting. Beating Remnant. Cannot lose more than 20 HP in a single turn. I mean, that's helpful, but also, like, feels pretty underwhelming. Haven't seen anything yet, except the mention at the start of the early access notice. Fair enough. Well, I hope you're not going to be too mad at me, Misty, but I think I'm going to pass on doing the seed right now, because I'm pretty sure I can't unlock more Ascensions by doing seeds, and I would like to keep unlocking Ascensions, so I think we're just going to do that. If I had the Ascensions unlocked currently, I would definitely be willing to do it, but I want to climb. Seed isn't going anywhere? Well, fair enough. Feel free to remind me of it at a later time. God, it's going to take so many runs still to unlock all the Ascension levels. Just a thing I had a fun time doing. Oh, for sure. I like running seeds that you guys want me to see. I just also want to get to Ascension 10, and we're still a long way off from that because this game has made a bad choice. Anyways, let's play Silent. Let's have fun doing some silent things. Both no agony of family. Still seeking approval. Foolish. I mean, Lost Coffer is boring. It's, you know, one of those choices that is actually pretty decent, but it is boring. Also, this boss is probably the boss I most routinely forget exists. Um, Start of League Combat, draw 2 additional cards. I do like that. I think we're probably doing the large capsule, but again, there's just such a spread of relics that there's a very good chance there are going to be relics I don't care much about. It would be substantially stronger, but I do really wish that, you know, it was a choice of 3 relics each time. But, again, obviously I feel that way about basically every choice in this game, where I wish that they would just not give you 1 card, but a choice of a card to add to your deck. Part of the reason I've not sent you seeds is that in Monster Train 2, I did not want to send you something not Covenant 10. I mean, that's totally fine. Like, you know, even a couple weeks ago, Elix sent me a seed to play that was not Covenant 10. Like, I don't mind. Like, if it provides interesting value to you, like if it helps you improve as a player, or you just want to see me run it for whatever reason, like, that's totally fine. I've played enough of Monster Train that I don't need to play every single run of Covenant 10. I like playing a Covenant 10, but, like, if there's a good reason to play a seed, I don't mind playing it at whatever it's at. Like, I do that on the Discord semi-frequently, too. Although I do that a lot less with Monster Train 2 than Monster Train 1. Just because, I don't know, people... whatever. So, Malika Reflection Seed win. That is a whole different story. Again, someone wants to donate like 100 subs, we'll do it. I don't expect anyone to ever do that. So I'm reasonably confident I won't ever have to do that. But, you know, if you really want to force me to do it, then fine. I might send it to you after you get the rest of the crowns. Fair enough. Anyways, I lean towards doing the large capsule. I get annoyed at the random nature of this, but fine. Start of your turn, 3 damage to all enemies. It's one of those artifacts that, like, it's okay. It's pretty underwhelming. I wish that this was more of, like, a build-around artifact. In general, I wish that Slay the Spire had more build-around artifacts. And they just don't. They just don't. Like, if this were something like, every turn do ramping damage, like starts at 1 damage, then 2 damage, then 3 damage, then 4 damage to all enemies, yada yada yada. Like, that's more exciting. 3 damage is such a low amount that it's good in Act 1, has some value in Act 2, and is largely worthless in Act 3. Anyways, Regal Pill, also fine, somewhat underwhelming, but it is good to have. Wow, that does sound like an expensive request. I mean, it is. I recognize that it's not a reasonable request, but that is also because it will make me unreasonably angry to have to do that seed. Honestly, like, I recognize that it won't even be that bad. It's just, it is, well, both a meme and 100% like my least favorite sort of thing. Sal has challenged the internet. I mean, again, if someone really wants to take me up on that, like, go for it, fine, we'll do it. But I'm perfectly happy not doing that. I mean, several of these are relatively close. And what if the internet answers with regional pricing? Well, I would prefer that you respect my time, but also I don't think it affects me that much. Yeah, I think we're just, like, going this way and maybe going here, maybe going to the elite, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, oh boy, we dealt a little tiny bit of damage to him. Alright, we'll go for the block. We'll get some damage in. Again, I do have the Regal Pillow, so I can be a little more aggressive if I want to be. I wish that we had gotten 2 strikes on that turn, but sadly we didn't. Come on, give me another strike. A little disappointed that the Survivor is here, but we should be fine. Because the Hourglass knocks him down to 6, so even a single strike kills him. Prepared is just good. I kind of want the Ricochet. Nah, still like $120 for 100 subs with regional pricing. This sounds like overcommitting on trolling still. I mean, again, I'm totally fine if no one ever wants to take me up on that. I don't really ever want to push you guys into spending an unreasonable amount of money, which is why it is at an unreasonable amount. I don't know. Point is, here we are. I think we just take the Prepared. I do like the Ricochet, but I'm pretty happy to just take Prepared. It's just a generally useful card. Fine, we'll hug the tree, and we'll give up this extra strike. Again, I really wish that it lumps them together. I recognize why it doesn't, but just group the cards together. Tracking. Weak enemies take double damage from attacks. Okay. I mean, I don't hate that. The whispering compels you to give it gold, but you resist and give the tree a big hug instead. It thrashes about, scratching with its branches, but eventually calms down. The tree hugging experience transforms you. Yeah, I don't think I've actually taken the potion option on that. Yeah, we'll just do the Sown on the tracking. I can also upgrade it so it costs 1, so then it is energy neutral, which is reasonably good. Yeah, I do need blocking this turn. Okay, so now you're weak, so now you take extra damage. Yeah, that is nice. We'll go for the block anyways. Assaulting a tree is a strange event. Well, that's just how life be. God, this is not what I wanted. Alright, we take a tiny bit of damage. That's fine. Stop trying that way. Like, it's overall okay, but I just wanted to, like, draw the neutralize and some attacks and just fucking kill it because I do so much extra damage to it. A neutralize upgrade suddenly rockets up in priority. Yeah, it does. I mean, dash is not bad, but I think we're doing the dagger throw. And yeah, I am going to upgrade this. There are other things I would like to do, but getting weak for multiple turns is of tremendous benefit to us now. Also would love to upgrade the preparation, whatever it's called. Just because draw 2, discard 2 is dramatically better, unsurprisingly. 5 additional damage for each card discarded this turn. I'll take it. I do want another prepared and the dodge roll I kind of like, but we'll do this. Prepared preparation is definitely the card name. You knew what I meant. Okay, well, Not exactly as we had desired, but there we go. Alright, well, we take a little bit of damage, but fine. Okay, so I can kill it this turn. I don't have anything to do to its minions. I could just blow one of them up with the fire potion, which I'm probably going to do next turn. But we're going to wait to see which ones are doing what. Well, I do appreciate that I can just kind of get rid of some of their garbage. Okay, I'm willing to do that, just kill that one. I don't think that was, like, totally necessary, but it seemed good. Okay, and then we block, and then it's going to die to the hourglass without us even needing to intervene. There we go. Overall, very good fight for us. I don't care about the strike dummy in general. It is good for us right now. A shame that it doesn't affect Memento Mori. Seems like there are pretty good reasons for it not to affect Memento Mori. I mean, we'll take another prepared. The other options are also kind of appealing, but we're going to upgrade some things. I'm going to do the prepared. Alright, 20% in additional gold. It's fine. Okay, so I just need the survivor to get the full block. I can just kill it right here, because these now do 18 each since I do the additional damage. And seems good. I'm gonna take the deflect. I am not, like, super wild about it, but I think that's just reasonably good enough for me to do. I did forget that I meant to heal at this one, since if I want to fight both elites, I don't get another heal in between. It's maybe fine, but we'll find out. Yeah, I'll take the untouchable. Shame I couldn't weaken him yet, but not the worst first turn. Alright, and then he beaks away at us, and it doesn't matter, and everything's okay, kind of. Yeah, he's super dead. There we go. I still wanted to make sure. I thought he was at higher HP than he was, though. Extra energy is fine. Orichalcum is whatever. Gain block. Add slide to a skill in your hand, but specifically skills. Turns out double damage is good. It does, in fact. I am probably pretty okay with taking Pinpoint. Yeah, I do like Cloak and Dagger as well, but we'll take this, and that would be nice, but we're going to go for the Elite, I guess, although I am worried that it will go badly. I forgot these guys exist. I do appreciate the Hourglass, just knocking that off, I will say. Oh, I was like, why are you not taking double damage? It's because I haven't played the tracking yet. I'm just so used to having it up that I forgot that I actually have to play the card. Either way, it's not like it's a big deal. He's just super dead. Enemies lose X strength, apply weakness. And that is permanent strength lost. I mean, the backflip is pretty good. I think we just want Malaise, though. All right, please. I was really hoping that we would draw into the Pinpoint. But that at least does 72 damage to him. Not a bad first turn. Turns out tracking doing some good work for us. Oh yeah, I was supposed to do this slightly differently. Does not matter. It's all good. Easiest Elite of my life. Unfortunately, the Pocket Watch doesn't really matter to us. There's just, like, no time we're going to be playing 3 or few cards. Leg Sweep is not bad. We'll take another Deflect, though, even though maybe I shouldn't. But here we are. I'm gonna upgrade this, just because the extra damage does really matter to me. You somewhat scare me with your heaping gobs of problems, though. Okay, I'm gonna take a tiny bit of damage. We'll use the... Oh, no, that's not true. I have Orichalcum. Don't mind me. Totally remember that I have it in everything. Anyways, we applied the poison so we can help get rid of his things faster. Also, the Mercury Hourglass is helping. Yeah, I guess we do it like this. Because then that makes the Pinpoint free, and so we can play more stuff. Leg Sweep works better with Pocket Watch. Yeah, I mean, it does, but I'm also still living in a world where I just don't want to use Pocket Watch most of the time. I did recognize that I shouldn't have played the block, because I would have blocked more with that Orichalcum than I did with that, but so be it. Well, that is a disappointing turn of events, but we'll still just do some damage. And I guess we do use the Pocket Watch this time. Just most turns, it's doing nothing for me. Well, He's almost dead. Even if we've not drawn particularly well for our desires. There we go. Ta-da! Poison is triggered one additional time. Seems good, but not applicable to our needs. Bullet time! Corrosive Wave. Whenever you draw a card this turn, apply poison to all enemies. I mean, that's interesting. I don't know that I want it, but like, we do a lot of draw, and just getting AoE poison on enemies seems pretty good. So, I do think I take that. Even if it doesn't work with the tracking. But, like, it's good enough to have. Come closer, Quiet One. I can't see well. You can trust me. Enchantal strikes in your deck with Tez's Katara's Ember. Costs 0, gains Eternal. Big hug. I think we just do the single special path. I mean, maybe we just want to 0 cost the strikes. It's not the worst thing for me. Honestly, maybe that's fine, actually. Did I do Special Path earlier? We've done it once. Strikes do extra damage, too. They do. I don't know that's enough for me to, like, super care, but I think I will do this. It makes it even easier for me to take more, like, draw things, basically. I might just want to go for the 3 elites on the right side. I think, though, yeah, we can do 3 elites in the middle if we want. And that way I can also visit a shop, and I think that's more appealing. With tracking, it's 18 damage for 0 energy. You tell me if that's good. Yeah, but it's more of like an opportunity cost sort of thing. Where I still am just not going to want to be doing it often. Actually get more block by just doing the Ori Halcom, so I guess we do it this way. Unfortunately, I still take damage, whatever. You are not going to steal my Memento Mori, you son of a bitch. Yeah, I'll take Blur. Blur's good. Yeah, that's the problem with the Corrosive Wave, is that sometimes I draw it when it's not doing a whole lot for me. I mean, I do have the Dagger Throw, I guess. For a moment, I thought I had nothing. I don't think there's any way that I kill you this turn. Maybe there is. Well, not if I draw like that. Well, it's close to killing you. Just not quite there. And no, I'm not confident that I made the right choice there. Probably could have just played that better and killed one of these guys. And I didn't. And mistakes were made, and that's fine. Anyways, you're dying to the poison. You're dying... Who cares? I will get rid of... the Flex Potion, I guess? I do want the Untouchable. Another backflip is pretty appealing to me, though. I think we'll take the backflip. Because the card draw is just good for me right now. Since I have a bunch of zero-cost things. Okay, you're not attacking this turn, so... let's focus on that. Alright. Already have done a hefty bit of damage to our best bud there. Unfortunately, we're taking a little bit of damage, but fine. Okay, so that makes this free to play, even if we didn't actually apply any weak to them. And then they die. I will actually get rid of the Radiant Tincture. I will take the Untouchable. Infinite Blades is nice. Free healing going into the boss is sort of nice. I think we're gonna get rid of a defend. Sure. I am not certain I want to spend like that, but we'll do it. Okay. So. Let's get some block. Unfortunately, we don't have the what's-its-face this turn. The tracking. And I do take a little bit of damage this way, but we have made him a fair bit weaker. I need even more draw. And I know I have the pocket watch, and I'm not using it very well, but hey. Okay, so corrosive, he gets a little bit of poison. Unfortunately, I can't play the tracking this way. Well, it's just 1 damage short of dealing damage to him, which would then refund our energy with the Vital Spark. Either way, we're not taking damage. We're in overall pretty decent shape. Even if, sadly, I can't get the double damage on him. Yeah, unfortunately, we keep drawing like this, which is just not helpful. Also, I probably should have used the Dexterity Potion at the beginning of the fight. I'd considered it, and then I just did not do it. And instead, I'm just sort of bleeding out a little bit constantly. Are you kidding me? Well, I'm not dead. I'm going to heal after this. I was already sort of leaning towards that anyways, but it's annoying how much damage I took. Despite being so close to not doing it. Honestly, I'll get rid of that for the droplet of precognition. Well, we don't have any shivs, so knife trap doesn't help. I mean, there's no downside to taking the escape plan, basically. There's, like, one enemy who punishes me for it, but on the whole, it's just essentially a cantrip. So we're gonna heal. Add decay to your deck. Obtain the Wisp. Whenever you play a power, 8 damage to all enemies. And yeah, the decay isn't the worst thing because I have a lot of ways to discard it, but just not particularly helpful to me. We'll just take the gold. Sure. Start the next fight with extra energy. Seems okay. You are probably fine. I am going to just use the dexterity potion right off the bat. Unfortunately, I don't have ways to draw cards this turn, which makes a bunch of my stuff pretty unhelpful. Swift Potion, I thought about it, maybe should have done it, but I did not. I did forget that that was going to kill him, which is sort of okay, but certainly not what I meant to do. Okay. Alright, well, so be it. I got quite disappointed with the special pass. Seems like no reason to take it, really. Yeah, I've only done it once, so I don't know what the whole deal with it is. Like, I assume it's just on the whole generally positive for you, but I don't know if it, like, guarantees the same events every time or anything like that. Okay. Unfortunately, you're also debuffing me, but... Alright, so that kills you, and then this is not quite enough to kill you. And I'm taking some damage. God damn it. Ugh. Anyway, so now that one dies. And I'm still not killing enough. I know I could just, like, use a potion and finish this, but that feels unnecessary. Also, I should have finished this fight a while ago. Okay, just fucking die and die. There we go. Anyways, I played that fight wrong, and we definitely paid the price for it, but here we are. Okay, out of safety, we're going to heal again, and just go up to full. And then we're going to go for the elite, I think. Unfortunately, my deck is somewhat inconsistent. Alright, well, he died to the parrying shield, which is nice, because then I don't get debuffed. Expertise would have been a good pickup there, too. Yeah, I'd considered it. I wasn't sure that it was going to do enough for me. I'd been somewhat disappointed the last times I'd taken it, but I think on the whole it would have been a solid pickup. Either way. Here we are. Well, not the most helpful. There we go. Still worked out. No. I'm sort of okay with the haze, but we just don't really need it. And my deck is inconsistent enough as is. Well, we're not going to get to carry over any block because we are taking enough damage so that does not help. But we're trying. Alright, we'll just go with some block. I'm just not gonna block so I can get the pocket watch. Like, yes, I could have played one of those block things, but I got more block from the Orichalcum than I would have gotten from either of those. So, I just decided not to worry about it. Well, would be nice if I could have drawn one more, but this is still a ton of damage. And we get even more damage from the parrying shield. Not that it's a lot, but 6 damage is 6 damage. And then we get to draw a bunch of dazes. Luckily, on the whole, he doesn't do a lot of damage. And in fact, he now just dies. Alright, not a bad fight for the most part. Also the strength, not unwelcome. Sure, we'll just take the adrenaline. Doesn't work well with the pocket watch, but that's okay. Yeah, I've only seen this guy once. You're approached by the oldest person you've ever seen. We meet once more. It's me, Ranwid. You do not know this man. Obtain a random relic by giving up the Gambler's Brew. 100 golds, or... I'm pretty okay with giving up the parrying shield. It's done a little bit of work for us so far, but... gain extra golds, and energy is now conserved between turns. Fine. There are a number of things to do. I'm maybe just gonna do the malaise. Yeah, I'm not totally convinced that that's necessary, but it's nice. Okay, well, I get the extra energy this turn, so we'll just go ahead and do that and weaken him for 6 turns and steal 6 strength. Well, not steal, but drain. Even drain is perhaps not the word I want to use there. The point is, we're not gaining the strength, but he is losing it. Okay, let's do the Corrosive Wave. And we do a fair bit of damage to him. We apply a little bit of poison. And we have block going into the next turn as well. Well, not the most helpful, but we'll just do the damage we can do. Unfortunately, the Memento Mori is a lot weaker than it could be, but still doing solid damage. Sure, we'll drop a Frantic Escape. I'm not that worried about it at the moment, and also I figured it was likely that we'd just roll into another one if we really cared. But as is, like, he's already pretty dead. Ta-da! There we go. Fan of Knives. No. I mean, it's sort of decent for me just to take, since it does represent 16 damage to all enemies on its own. And if I draw that while they're weak, like, it's not bad. Pretty sure we want tools of the trade, though. Okay, what do you got for me? A little thief has snuck into my domain. Don't think I can't see you. Come on out. Silence steps out of the shadows. A huntress, what beckons your return to the spire? Approach and don these blessings. 2 or fewer cards, take half damage from enemies. Enchant all card rewards with glam. Raise your max HP. I don't know how many more cards I'm going to draft at this point, is the thing. I do like the idea of getting the replay, though. And what boss is it? It's the Queen. I don't know, fuck it. I think we probably would have been pretty happy with just doing the max HP. Boring though it may have been. So there's a lot of rest points if I go this way. Could also fight some elites. Kind of want to visit one or more shops though. Okay, let's figure it out. I will use my free backflip. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, you're not weakened. I'll just hold on to that, so I get to hold on to the energy until next turn. And I figured I had enough block for this turn already anyways. Well... So you're already weakened. So I guess we do that and then steal some from you, and I just take a little bit of damage. I have not really been excited about Corrosive Wave. But again, like, I have not had the correct deck for it. Yeah, we'll just block the 15. That's the best we could do since he's basically dead already. See? There we go. First Shiv you play each turn deals 12 additional damage. No. I mean, the Cloak and Dagger is kind of cute. Sucker Punch is fine. I guess I'll take a Cloak and Dagger. I don't know. I'm not like that wild about it, but it's fine. Gain 5 card rewards, all of which would have glam on them. Interesting. I don't know that I really need to do it, but I think I might. How you doing, Squeak? It's going. I'm still mad that Ascension climbing is locked per character, because it feels like a big giant fucking waste of my time. But on the whole, game's good. Still having a good time with it. Okay, we'll remove that, and I will weirdly do this, I guess. Yeah, I'll take the acrobatics. I will skip those. I will consider the blur. Yeah, it's probably like 50 to 60 hours of just climbing. Yeah, absolute waste of my time. Now, the really important question, does fan and fan of knives mean blowing device as an ornamental fan or an admirer of knives? Well, we're going to take the backflip here. Whenever you play a card this turn, enemy loses HP. I mean, it's cool, but it's not what we truly need. Kind of want the blur. I think we'll live without it, though. Okay. Sure, we'll play that out and do some damage. Also, climb doesn't really teach you how to deal with A10 enemies or the mods it gives, so it does feel like waste. Yeah, like... Again, I've heard devs, like, try to give a rationale for this. Not the Slay the Spire devs. I haven't talked to them directly ever. But, like, I've heard some of them try to say, like, oh, well, it forces you to learn the character and progressively, like, eases you up through the ranks. And so, like, we feel that it's good for players to do that. But it's like, okay, I literally have thousands of hours in deck builders. Literally have thousands. I know how to play the characters. I've lost a handful of runs so far across all the hours I've been streaming this game already. I'm pretty okay with just going to the higher Ascension ranks per character. I don't need to go by every little tiny step. And more importantly, if I was uncomfortable with the characters, I can manually turn it down. I have that power. Like, even if you had to manually turn up the Ascension ranks, rather than it, like, defaulting to your highest, that would also be fine. But, anyways, it truly is a waste of my time. And it drives me crazy. Honestly, I don't think I really need the tools of the trade. It's good, but this fight is not going to last long enough, so we may as well just go for the block. Yeah, exactly. You could do A0 for a couple runs if you really wanted. Yeah, I could. And it drives me crazy when devs act like that's just... Anyways, whatever. I know partly that, like, some of them also see it as a way to get, like, more like, a replay value. But I think that's a really bad way to look at it, because if you need to be, like, artificially padding out your game that way, I think that speaks to your game just not being satisfying enough to, like, hold someone's interest without some, like, perceived sense of progression. But I can understand why that appeals to devs to some degree, especially for deck builders that are, like, a little less robust in their, like, offerings. And obviously most of these games are not for, like, want of wanting to add more. It's just, like, a reality of budget and dev time and all that. But anyways, point is, I mean, legitimately, replay Blade Dance not that bad for me. I just think the Ascension shouldn't be per character, be the change I make. Yeah, no, I mean, that's 100% my point. Like, I think it's indefensibly bad. Again, like, I hated in Slay the Spire 1, but I could sort of forgive it there because it was, like, the first game that popularized the genre. And so, like, it makes sense. It's fine. that they made this decision that maybe seemed like a good idea at the time, so she didn't like fully think about it. But we're like a decade later, and this should not still be the case. They have plenty of other games to look to see like, oh, maybe players don't need that to have a good time and to be successful in learning the game. Remind me in Monster Train, there are overall Covenant range for all the clan combos. Correct. It is universal, which especially makes sense in Monster Train because there's just an absurd amount of combinations. But yeah, like it is not locked in any way, shape, or form per clan combo, not even to like your primary clan combo or your champion or whatever. As you beat one Ascension, it is universally unlocked for every other clan combo. Yeah, some people really like unlocks and padding. I've seen a lot of Steam users give negative reviews because the game has no perma progression, or people who are unhappy there's only 10 Ascensions and they stop when they reach it. Yeah, like, and I get that. I do understand people who want progression, but I think especially for deck builders as a genre, that is of a lesser concern, and or if you really want users to have progression, there are better ways to do it, like giving them like cosmetics to unlock. Obviously, I know it's more difficult than I make it sound because like adding art and all that does take extra time and dev resources and things like that, more so than people often give it credit for. But like, I would much rather have players be able to work towards things that don't directly affect the gameplay loop than have them have to sit through 60 hours of just grinding Ascension levels, even when they're playing well. When I hear in any way, shape, or form, my imagination always goes to the cats are liquid memes. Fair enough. Anyways, I guess we'll take Blade Dance. I don't know. I'm not like convinced that's actually a perfect pick for me, but here we are. So the other shops here are a little less appealing now that I spent so much money. Nonetheless, I think maybe I still go this route anyway, though. Sure. Some people who have like thousands of hours of Slay the Spire 1 just file edited to unlock it, but I don't know how it's done. Like, I could do that. I always try to play the game the way that the devs intend, though. Like, I know that's perhaps a little bit of stubbornness on my part since I am sitting here complaining. But still. Anyways, let's do this. Four Tools of the Trade. I'm just never playing it. Keep thinking that I discard two things, not one. Either way. This overall seemed rather good for us. I was hoping that we'd get the... what am I talking about? We already played the tracking. Never mind. Everything's good. We did everything that I needed to do. Although I forgot to make him weak before doing some of the attacks. Whatever, it's fine. He still takes a huge amount there and already has 42 poison. He's basically dead already. As God here in this deck is kind of disgusting. Yeah, it's got some awkward features to it, but on the whole, like, yeah, it's doing some work for us. There we go. It's doing some work for us. I mean, a Flick Flack is okay. Another Blade Dance is cute. It's poor Owl. What even is the upgrade to this? 4 shivs instead of 3. Alright, I probably shouldn't, because again, I'm making my first draw through the deck just way worse, but nonetheless, here we are. That's life. No, why did you become 0 costed? Unfortunately, the malaise doesn't really work against him. And I can't play the tracking. I knew this was a possibility. Well, I do have a little bit more draw. Because there's the possibility that we get the adrenaline. Yeah. Unsurprisingly, didn't get it. Unfortunate. Oh well, that's fine. We still do a chunk of damage here. It's just not nearly as good as it could have been. I mean, the tracking doesn't matter as much against this guy since he does have the artifact, and so it takes a while before I can even get the stuff onto him. Yeah, no, I've drawn this turn. What am I thinking about? I mean, the blur's not bad, but I kind of just want to do the blade dance. Don't forget about potions. I know. I am just, I'm trying to take them as far as I can, since, like, A, we have another elite ahead of us no matter what, and B, I want at least the droplet of precognition for the boss. But, like, all three of these are actually quite good against the boss for me. Streamer came hiding the deck size, too embarrassed. Oh, man. Oh. I quite like the replay once ancient buff. It's interesting to think about. Yeah, it's interesting that it's locked to Act 3. Where oftentimes you wouldn't be adding that many cards to your deck. And so it does put you in this situation where you might have like a finely crafted deck, and now it's a lot less finely crafted, but it does add like a lot of extra power by picking up these cards, at least for the first go through of your deck. Anyways, I agree, it sort of adds an interesting dynamic. I don't have anything against meta, but personally don't like unlocks, because sometimes it forces you to play on the same Ascension without any new card in pool, and also some builds cannot be completed without some crucial cards not yet unlocked. Yeah, I don't mind having some card unlocks for the most part. I think Slane's Power 2 maybe has too many. Like, for instance, Monster Train. I don't really mind how many are in Monster Train. It's not that much of the card pool. And while there are some helpful things to unlock, more or less every archetype is still fully playable, even without ranking your clans all the way up. And even then, it also doesn't take that long to level them up. I still would probably prefer that they just not have any like card or artifact unlocks in Monster Train, but you know, it doesn't bother me in the way that it does with some other games. Similarly, what was I going to say? It's an excellent question, then. Yep, I think it's gone. Don't remember what I was going to say. Anyways, the Blade Dance is cute. I think we're just doing the blur, though. Well, get rid of that. I guess we'll do this just to make sure that I've got enough slots in hand. Yeah, not wildly helpful. Alright, well, we'll blur again, since he's not actually hurting us all that much. But he's going to try to hurt us pretty bad next turn. Okay. I don't need that. I do kind of want the malaise. I guess I will drop that. Well, the corrosive wave is too late to matter. Anyways, we do this on you, doesn't tons matter. I don't have the tracking up, so... But there's the tracking. Okay, we don't need that this turn. We do want this for sure. It'd be a lot more impressive if I had more ways to get strength and all that, but it's okay. And I have extra energy going to this turn. Because I have the ice cream even if I don't use it all that often. Alright, well, we're almost there. And once again, he's not actually attacking this turn, yada yada yada. It's not been a fast battle, partly because his artifacts really got in my way, but that's okay. Oh, no, we're discarding that. I had a lot of damage for him that turn if I really needed it. Fine. I mean, the Strangle is cute, but I think we're not going to take it. I will take another backflip, though. Even though we're getting a little crazy here. I don't know. There's a lot of decent options here. I'll just do the acrobatic so I draw more. Tracking, I thought about it. It just decreases its cost, which is useful, but wasn't sure it was what I really wanted to do. Or Mental Fan is fine. Like, for the most part, I've been getting it okay without decreasing the cost on tracking. Innate, deal damage, apply vulnerable. It's cute, but Bag of Preparation is not unappealing. 1 additional damage for each card drawn this combat. I mean, honestly, that's probably worth it. I do draw kind of an absurd amount, and with my double damage on it, it gets up to decent damage pretty quick. Yeah, fine. It's good enough. Well, I think I'd most like to lose the Gambler's Brew. Fine. I don't know that I really need it, but I'll take it. Well, it's an enemy. What a jerk. Does common draw 5 at the start of the turn count for murder? I'm not sure what you mean by that, but murder, as far as I'm aware... Oh, you're talking about the normal start of turn draw. Yes, it should work just fine, because the wording on murder is 1 additional damage for every card drawn this combat. It doesn't qualify, like, beyond your normal card draw, yada, yada, yada. But yes, should work, no problem. I have a lot of card draw now. And yes, I should have played the Malaise before doing that, kind of. Here we are. Oh, he's already weak anyways. What am I talking about? Yeah. I know you put a bunch of shivs into my draw pile. It's not helpful to anybody. It feels bad. Anyways, we'll just increase your weakness. I was drawing too much, so like my hand was full. But here we are. Okay, it's already doing 29, which ends up being 58 with the double damage, so there we go. Sure. There's, like, no downside to taking Escape Plan, so we'll take Escape Plan. Especially in a world where we have Murder now. Okay, let's play that out. That one's free, so we play that one for sure. We play the Adrenaline, because why not? We get to draw 4 cards off of this. Fortunately, we can't play the Murder. Oh well. And you're not weak yet. But I think we're still going to do the Blade Dance and just grab 6 shivs. And there we go. 45 poison, 60 block, did a bunch of damage as well. I guess, yeah, there's no enemy that just punishes you for playing a card, right? I guess the first phase of the experiment boss. There is the Hunter Killer in Zone 2, but not in Act 3, so... Alright, well, he's already dead, even if he doesn't know yet. Ta-da! Our deck is certainly a deck. Fine, I'll take Infinite Blades. I don't really need it, but here we are. Okay, we're just making a bunch of cards free to play. Well, let's hope that we hit the right things. Nope, didn't hit the tracking. Well, it's a bit of a waste, but that's fine. We'll still do 24 damage there. Sadly, we didn't get the tracking up. Oh, well. Sure, we'll drop that one. Yeah, sadly, again, we don't have the tracking up. Oh well, that's fine. We're still doing good damage. We have the blur, we have extra energy going into the next turn, yada yada yada. Well, let's discard that one. Because the slime is still technically sort of useful for me. Way too late to get the Corrosive Wave, unfortunately. Yeah, whatever, you weaken me, you son of a bitch. Also, you ran out of weak, which doesn't matter as much in this day and age. Well, let's draw some more cards. Oh, that's not the one that I meant to do. That's fine. By that I mean, I just for some reason thought it was a different card. Doesn't matter, we're making a bunch of ships. And this does 40 damage even through the week. Ta-da! There we go. Yeah, I guess I want that more than the power potion, even though they're both pretty good. Nightmare is interesting. Unfortunately, the copies aren't, like, cost decreased. So I think I'm just not gonna do the Nightmare. It is cute, though. But it's also absurd. Fun fact, if you cost decrease a card and then Nightmare, you copy the decreased cost. I was wondering if that was the case. I'm just not gonna do it. It's very cute, but we're just not gonna worry about it. Boo! I'm sorry. Alright, I don't know, fuck it. We'll do the tracking just to make sure that it's easily playable. Although I guess, like, I already have the Droplet of Precognition, so I'm gonna get it early when I can play it for sure anyways. Well, and there it is anyways. I thought about doing the Nightmare with the tracking and getting a bunch of them, because I think it stacks because it is like 2 stacks of it right here. I assume what it's doing is, yeah, anyways. You copy the card exactly this, you copy the replay and maybe cost reduction from a modified hand. Yeah. Yes, plus 100% damage every time. Yeah. I thought about doing it. It seemed unnecessary, but also pretty cute. Oh, that's not the one I want. What am I talking about? Let's just do this and grab that so I can weaken you. Okay, thank you for discounting the murder. That certainly makes my life easier. So much draw. Sure, we'll just drop that. Sure, I'll just do this on the murder, even though it's not nearly at its full potential yet. Still, we did a lot of damage. Tracking will be nerfed, I think. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, there's a number of things that I suspect will get changed at some point. Pretty sure that this would prevent us from playing the other thing, so I actually would rather discard this. I just have too many things. I mean, it doesn't matter. She's, like, super fucking dead. For any number of reasons. Like, the murder is already doing 88 damage. I also have the double blade dances and this. You know what? Just for the sake of it. Like, she's already dying to the poison. We are just going to do this anyways. Yada, yada, yada. There we go. I mean, Ironclad as a one-cost rare power for plus 50% vulnerable seems similar, but could be nerfed. Main thing that needs nerfing is how often Ironclad can get infinity. So many get energy and draw cards with the easy conditionals. Yeah, like, I like his card pool from what I've seen, but the infinites are definitely a problem. Annoying wretch, be gone! Anyways, Silent is cool. I like the changes to Silent's card pool from what I've seen. Especially, I really like the addition of the Sly cards. Not that we were using the Sly cards very much there, but you get the point. Alright, everybody except for Poor Defect is up to Ascension 4. Only, you know, a ton more runs with every character to get to Ascension 10 still. Oh boy. Anyways. There is no Sly. There is only Offering. You know that. I do like Offering cards in Monster Train as well. Even if there are very few of them. But, like, it's one of those things that, like, I see people make the suggestion semi-regularly in Monster Train. They're like, there should be, like, 5 more Offering cards. And it's like, no. Because, like, the Offering cards that exist are already good, and you don't want, like, a fourth of the card pool. It's not quite a fourth, but you get the point. You don't want a massive number of cards in the card pool to be free to play on discard. Like, that is just too dangerous. Shouldn't be the case. I had a regen run with a deranged card selection, 3 reflects in Act 1, a bunch of high star cost cards, and 0 star gen cards. Run didn't make it past Act 1. That does sound obnoxious. Anyways, I guess we're going to do regen. I like regen so far. Especially in a game with that easy access to duplication. Yeah, for sure. Like, not just duplication, but also more access to, like, card removals. It just makes it too easy to do things. Like, I don't know. Like, not to sound like a crotchety old man, but, like, there are a lot of the suggestions I see for Monster Train are pretty bad suggestions. Oh, anyways, let's actually focus on the run ahead of us instead of bashing people anonymously. Neo's Fury is okay, especially in a world where we can get, you know, 0 cost star cards. I've seen Sal run Offering builds that feel cheesy as it is. Yeah, I mean, like, they're already good. Like, I'm currently playing a Silent run that basically turn 1 kills everything with poison due to Corrosive Wave, and more than half my deck being card draw. Even the Corrosive Wave is the draw cards enchant on first play. That does sound gross. Sounds pretty fun, but a little absurd too. Anyways, I don't know. I think we maybe take Precarious Shears. We're not going to remove the Venerate this time like we did on that one run. Neo's Fury is okay. I would like it a lot more if it weren't an exhaust card. I recognize why it's an exhaust card. Nonetheless, it's still less exciting. Lost Coffer is fine. It's boring, though. Oh, and I forgot we're at the Ascension where we get the last potion slots. It'll take a little getting used to, but, you know, it's fine. Not wild about it, but it's okay. It's fine. Anyways, we'll just remove some things. I think we'll just do 1 and 1. Removing 2 strikes just is a little obnoxious. Because it just makes our starting offense so awful. Yeah, I'm not wild about this. I suppose we don't have to fight this second elite, and we could just go to the shop instead. Which is not bad. Alternatively, I could like go here and then pivot up through here, which also may be okay. Either way, I think that's what we're doing. I think we're going here. Usually I just avoid Elite in Act 1 in favor of getting events or card upgrades. Yeah, I think that getting the elites is still good. If artifacts were on average stronger and more like build defining like they are in Monster Train, I would be a lot happier about it. Same with, like, Vault of the Void artifacts. I mean, Vault of the Void artifacts... Vault of the Void does have a spread of artifacts that are pretty underwhelming, but they have a lot of, like, really impactful ones. And on the whole, I would much rather have artifacts feel more impactful and build-defining. Unfortunately, they just don't really do that in Slay the Spire. Crush Under is good. I don't like totally love it, but especially I was gonna say especially when there's an elite that is a bunch of small dudes, but we're not in the zone for that, so ignore that. Nonetheless, AoE damage is pretty solid. I kind of want to do Rot in War here. The -2 sword is good. I don't know what you mean by that. -2 strength. Yeah. AoE's a lot more neat in this game, and also it's great versus the Centipede boss. Yeah, I mean, on the whole, like, Crush Under is pretty decent. Just typing out emote because my Twitch is scuffed. Fair enough. Yeah, like, I like the idea of Rot in War. I think on the whole, though, Crush Under is better for us right now, even if I would rather not do it. Do I care about a colorless card reward? The problem is, like, I probably do. It also puts me down fairly low on HP. But we could, like, heal and then take an upgrade here or something. You know what? Fuck it. Exhaust up to 5 cards in your hand. If your hand is empty, draw and gain energy. Volley? This character is a colorless package, but I just feel it's underwhelming, mostly because he adds random colorless to hand with no cost reduction. Yeah, I haven't played into it yet. I haven't been super excited about the prospect, but I do want to play it at some point. Sure, I'll just take the volley. It's good enough right now. I don't think I've seen this. You trace a low rumble to its source and find yourself captivated by a tranquil wellspring. The water is an emerald green with clusters of glowing motes. It looks inviting. What can possibly go wrong? Gain a random potion, remove a card from your deck, add 1 guilty to your deck. Interesting. Sure. I will begrudgingly get rid of a strike. Whoops, I didn't read that. You emerge from the pool with a slight feeling of unease. However, you feel surprisingly refreshed. Well, time to take a little bit of damage, but so be it. The water that makes you guilty. You just feel guilty. You're not necessarily actually guilty. Well, there it goes. Whenever you spend or gain stars, deal damage to all enemies. I like the idea of it. Terraforming is also sort of interesting in a world where we have volley. Not super wild about it. We'll take Black Hole, I guess. And I will begrudgingly heal. Yeah, you are not my favorite friend I've ever seen, but... so be it. Especially since I have no potions to use against you either. Unfortunately, that's not upgraded, so we don't get the vulnerable to last. Hey, the damage check guy. Yeah, pretty much. So this would do 30 damage. Do I do more damage in other ways? The upgrade doesn't make them vulnerable and weak last, just more damage. Yeah, I'm confusing with a different card then. That's not a great next turn draw. Yeah, not ideal. Well, he's almost dead, but so are we. Well, he's dead, but at what cost? I mean, getting the aubergine early is not bad, I guess. I don't like super love it, but fine. Royalties. Yeah, we'll take Child of the Stars. Doesn't fit in with us taking the volley like we did, but this seems overall decent. Anyways, badly needed to heal. Honestly, buffing volley was probably a better move. I mean, it certainly would have helped. I did forget that this is a random enemy, but that's fine. I was okay with whichever one it hit. Alright, well, we do get enough block. Mind you, if I just had another attack, we could have straight up killed it, but, you know, here we are. Okay, look at us go. Be gone! Nope. We'll skip those. By the way, Sal, do you care for spoilers of what later Ascensions are? I was going to say something, but wanted to ask. For this game, I do not mind. I don't know what they are, but I'm okay if you want to tell me. I have a reasonable expectation of what several of them are anyways. Okay, we'll just go this way. Pecking Bird and Frog Left both are horrible at low HP. Yeah, it's not great. Oof, that's a lot of damage. God, we're so close to... Okay, I'm not happy about it, but we're gonna blow both potions so we can just kill him. Whenever you create a card, gain block. I mean, it's cute, but we're not going to do it. I was going to say that it's kind of dumb that the second and third to last Ascensions are enemy stat buffs. Having to play 35 runs, then fundamentally changing how you play versus them feels bad when the game is so much about HP management. Yep, that sounds about right to me. We're going to take the heal. I'm not wild about it, but here we are. Like, I appreciate that at least the Ascensions aren't, you know, that there aren't 20 ranks anymore. But, yeah, I certainly feel like they could do a better job of, well, A, of letting me go through them faster, and B, I don't know, just pointed in general, I think they could do better. Yeah, it's nice that it's compressed and that the base Ascension 0 game is harder. Yeah. Agreed. Strikes and defends, gain ethereal. Can't... Well, I kind of could. I'm not going to. Stonecracker is fine. Eternal armor value is so weird. Do they expect you to never play it normally or what? It is weird. It would make more sense if more energy relics were more readily available like they were in Slay the Spire 1. Ironclad can get 4 plating at 1 cost. Yeah, but that's partly because that is Ironclad's thing. And I think they're trying to look at this as... I think they are looking at this in terms of, like, the total armor gained across the turns. And this is a lot more armor gained than that across the turns. But giving up your entire turn to get the plating is a pretty tough sell. Kind of like the Fisticuffs. Stonecracker is fine and maybe necessary here. Do like Pale Blue Dot. I don't know that we can really use it here. Glimmer is also fairly appealing. You know what? I'll take that, and I will remove another strike. Alright, whatever. Fine. Oh, I did forget that I have the Crush under. So that'd be 2 block. Yeah, I'll do this. I still take a chunk of damage, but I get 1 less block than I was going to. Oh no, it's only for stars spent. I was confusing it. Because the black hole is whenever you spend or gain, rather than only when you spend. My bad. Either way, it's fine. Whatever. And we have exactly enough to kill him. It's okay. It worked out well enough. 5 damage to random enemy X times. It's also confusing. The black hole is whenever you spend, so gaining 9 stars is also 3 damage, but the other one is per each spend. Yeah, that's what I was taking, or what I was saying. Like, I'm fine with them being different, but it is easy to confuse them. Kind of want to take the Stardust. I think we're not going to. I think it just doesn't help me at the moment. Alright, don't burden me too hard, I guess. Well, we're still going to take some damage, but we're going to take slightly less damage. Yeah, the problem is that I just kind of die to him. Kind of... Like, I really kind of have to face race him, as much as I would like to avoid that. I just don't have a ton of choice. At least if I draw the volley, he just does die to it now. He doesn't if that happens, though. Crush Under, not bad here, though. Unfortunately, not good enough. Oops. That's not what I meant to do, but I don't think it really matters. I'm basically forced into healing after this, which is a shame, but... Oh well. Not what I'd hoped for. Sure, I'll take I Am Invincible, I guess. Well, can't say I'm in love with what happened here. Whatever, I'll just play both of those right now. But, like, he's gonna murder me real bad. Let's be very clear about that. Alright, fuck it. Like, that's the best I can do. Alright, have a nice night, Fury. Alright, that's going on top, so we'll auto-cast. And then next turn, we will stun him. Unfortunately, we're still a long ways off from killing him. Well, now here's the ringing. He doesn't quite kill me this turn, but he's working on it. There's also always a chance that I'm Invincible is on top of my deck. It was not. Okay, I'm not quite dead. We're just basically dead. Okay, I have won this no matter what, because worst case, I can use the ampule to kill him. But I also don't have to. We're alive! It was a goddamn shit show, but we're alive. Woo! Bundle of joy! I do kind of want to do Heavenly Drill. Never didn't have it. Hey, we got there. I mean, I'll take Giga Drill Breaker, even though here we are. Yeah, it's so crazy to me. Bundle of Joy is a 2-cost rare and doesn't even reduce the colorless cards to 0. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, it's meant to combo with the other things that are giving you value when you generate cards. Also, Cat, you are making it difficult for me to play. Okay. Upon pickup, upgrade 6 random cards. I mean, the extra energy is not the worst thing. I do like the picture of Meteor Shower. I've never seen the Luminescence option. Meteor Shower is crazy, though. Yeah, I think we just want Meteor Shower. Luminescence Drill is very good. It is kind of. And that's why I'm debating. The problem is I don't have ways to generate extra energy. I think maybe I'd do the Luminescence. It is just so much extra damage for us. Like, once they upgrade that and it's 10 damage, with the Luminescence, we can cast it for 5, which means that it casts for 10, which means it's 100 damage. And like you say, maybe we can also hit while they're vulnerable. Here we are. The problem is as we get further, that's not enough to win. So I really would like to upgrade some cards. Okay. We are going to go here. I actually maybe should have done the Luminescence with the volley. But it's okay. Okay, we're doing this so I can put that on top. Also, it doesn't really matter what we're doing, but here we are. I'll just do this anyways, and do this and that also kills. Never mind. You know, I thought that it was 3 damage per each star that was gained, not just 1 per instance of gaining stars. Which does make that less exciting, but fine. Either way, he dies to the Hourglass, and we're all good. Yeah, exactly. Black hole is whenever, not per, but childless per. Yeah. Did not realize that before now. I do find that questionable. Sure, I'll take the Gather Light, I guess. Fine, I'll take Squash, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Also, again, what is the upgrade for that? Yeah, 3 vulnerable. That's fine. Alright, we'll just do that, and we have enough block. And then next turn, we just blow him up. Unless it steals... Okay, didn't steal the one card we cared about. Alright, then we Giga Drill Breaker him, and everything is fine. I guess we'll take this. I do probably still want the Glimmer. No. Don't want those. I mean, again, I kind of want Child of the Stars. The problem is I need, like, star generation. Haven't seen that guy steal rares yet. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that either, now that you say that. I mean, the Gorget is okay. It helps smooth out some of my badness. I like the idea of Child of the Stars, but, like, that's very contingent upon me actually being able to regularly play star-focused things, and I can't do that currently. Unfortunately, I can't do the Gorget and the card removal, but we'll take this and make my life slightly less bad. Alright, first priority is make this do more damage. It's only a little bit more damage per energy spent, but turns out, still good for me. Well, that's what I got. Fine. At least takes slightly less damage thanks to the Gorget. And he is vulnerable this turn, so... There we go. The strength is helpful. I'll take Cloak of Stars. Mm, 110 damage now. Yeah, it's still a far cry from where we need it to be. I don't fuck it. We'll upgrade this. And then we'll do some things. Fine. Dexterity is dexterity. Damn strength and dex relic. I've never seen that. Well, you are in luck, I suppose. Alright, we're still taking a little bit of damage. At least he gets stunned, though. And unfortunately, you've got block, you son of a bitch. But, hey. Alright, well, he's dead, and then we don't take damage. Fine. Well, he's stunned again. They do weaken us, which is, you know, annoying, but not that big a deal. we'll just do some damage here and almost kill him. He almost dies to the Hourglass, though not quite. But we're working on it. Ta-da! Alright, well, it worked. I'll get rid of that and take the vulnerable potion instead. Fine, I'll take the bombardment, I guess. It just helps. Sure. I'm gonna not fight the elite, I think. Because there's a lot of things that would make our situation fairly bad. One runs from basically just a bombardment fun card. I mean, it's good. Like, I don't have the things to support it super well, but it does seem good. Unfortunately, they block the strength down. Jerks that they are. But we still got some damage on them, and it is what it is. Okay, so I only need 4 for that. So we'll do that to weaken you a little bit, and then we do this, which then just kills you. We don't get to play out the bombardment, sadly. Oh well, that's fine. Here we are. One way or another, we're working on it. And thus, you're dead. Yeah, that's a no to all of those. Fine. Maybe should heal here, but I feel like I need to just kind of do my things. This is kind of run where you will never see Chemical X. Yeah, I would love to see Chemical X. Let's be very clear. Okay, let's just start with that. And get some damage and generate some stars. Like, Chemical X would be very appreciated. And yet, here we are. I'll play the black hole. I'm not convinced it really matters, but I'll do it anyways. Okay. Well, let's do that for a good chunk of damage, and then block a little bit, and take a good chunk of damage, sadly. But we now get the bombardment every turn, which, like, is not nothing. Plus, this is going to do a lot of damage, and by that I mean it's just gonna kill him. There we go. Who gives a shit about bosses? Gain buffer. Okay. Make it so. 6 damage. Every 3 skills you play in a turn, put this into your hand. Yeah. I think I just don't care. I'm gonna tell you right now what I would really love to see is the... Oh, you are an ancient I haven't seen before, so ignore everything I was about to say. Big Bang or Foregone Conclusions, good for setting up. You're okay. Give yourself to me and you'll be feared as much as I. Gain energy at the start of each turn. Vaku plays your first turn for you. The problem is I really don't want him playing out my Luminescence. Big Bang, there's a downside to it. Yeah, I mean, I should have taken it, but I didn't. Mostly I just didn't want it generating the Sovereign Blade, but there's not actually a downside to it. I don't really want Curses and Wishes. He plays left or right, so he's guaranteed to play it. Well, fair enough. Start of each combat, add 1 of 5 random cards into your hand. Add Retain to the chosen card. These are awful. I mean, not like altogether the worst things in every deck. For me right now, these are atrocious. Like, I'll take this. It's the least bad of the options. Easily my least favorite Ancient. Hate him. I mean, the, like, play your first turn for you is not the worst in other decks, I guess, but it's just not what I want. Yeah, you can just have really bad options for some decks. Some are really good, but yeah. Well, I mean, that was okay. Okay, so that can just kill you. And that can just kill you, so that's what we're going to do. I'm glad that we finally encountered him, since it feels like it's taken an excessive amount of time to encounter that one Ancient, but fair enough. I mean, Hidden Cache is cute. We're just going to take Cloak of Stars, even though, again, I have very bad star generation. It turns out that is maybe an issue. Alright, well that does a fair bit of damage. Oh, true, you unlock something for seeing all Ancients? Yeah. I knew that to be the case. Unfortunately, can't play out quite all of these. Well, I will take a bit of damage. It's not the worst, but certainly not what I wanted either. Anyways, he's dead. Yeah, I'll just get rid of the vulnerable potion. That's fine. Yeah, I'll take another Gather Light, I guess. Well, I'm not taking the debt. Cosmic Concoction. No. Gain strength, all enemies lose strength. Fine. I don't know how often I can actually afford to play it, but we'll try. First time you gain block from a card each combat, double the amount. Choose an attack or skill in your deck to enchant with royally approved, innate, and retain. Yeah, I probably do want Royal Stamp, though. I wasn't sure what on. Like, I was assuming that I probably am going to put it on the Heavenly Drill. Could also do it on the bombardment and just play it first turn. But I think we probably just want this. Sad that I don't have ways to generate more energy other than my one singular thing, but hey. I don't know, man. At least we have the bombardment now, which will also help quite a bit. Yeah, I mean, realistically, I probably should have focused on this one because this one steals strength. I just killed the other one because it had more HP, but I don't think that was correct. Yeah, not how I wanted that to go, but so be it. Really, he's not taking too much damage. Yeah, don't love the minus strength, but hey. Yeah, I was pretty sure that was enough. I just wanted to make sure my math was there, and then we also had a little bit of extra damage if we needed it, but we didn't. I'm not going to take another Cloak of Stars. I like it, but I just don't have consistent star generation. Centennial Puzzle's fine. I think I just want to avoid the elite, so we go this way. Sure, I'll take that, I guess. Do kind of want to play the other thing, so I'm going to hold on to the Luminescence so that I can play out the Bombardment more easily. And unfortunately, I do still take some damage, but at least we have the Bombardment going. It's so rare that I actually take damage from these guys, but here we are. Well, apparently he's dead. Well, he was close to dead. How kind of you. I do still have one plating. So I am blocking enough either way, so it's not due the Cloak of Stars then. This is a slow and awkward battle for me in a way that I normally don't experience. Alright, well thanks for killing the one who's actually attacking this turn. Okay. He's not quite dead yet. Well, we got enough block, and also apparently I'm invincible. We're trying, man. We're trying real hard here. This deck is a bit of a slog, unfortunately. But we got there. He's dead. So be it. I'll skip on the skill potion, I guess. I'll take another Child of the Stars, I guess. I don't know. It's both a slog and probably one-shot Queen. I don't think we're gonna one-shot Queen. She has like 400 HP. I mean, the Flash of Steel is okay. Unfortunately, there's the Chemical X, and I can't afford it. Because I took the Royal Stamp instead. Well, would have been great. Would have been incredibly good for me. Because it would have meant that even without energy generation, this would always be hitting the double bonus. Alas, so be it. Nothing I can do about that. I'll do the heal now, I guess. Yeah, it's such a shame that we don't get Chemical X, but whatever. It is what it is. Okay, well, we did a lot of damage to him. And then he, unfortunately, is doing some damage to me. Well, he buffs himself, but then he also gets bombarded once more. Doesn't quite kill him, but, you know, he's basically dead. Okay. If we had Chemical X, maybe, but we don't. Not gonna take the terraforming. Let's take the basic bitch-ass fight. Fine. Terraforming when you have stamp seems pretty alright. Yeah, maybe. But that's okay. Ooh, Vigor setting up Drill would be strong. I mean, it would be solid. I probably should do it, maybe. The problem is as well that if I play Bombardment, Bombardment just eats it every time. But so be it. Well, let's forge a blade, I guess. It's been a while since I've done anything with Sovereign Blade, but hey. Don't weaken me, you son of a bitch. Yeah, I don't love this turn of events. It's a lot more damage than I'm happy about. But it is what it is, I guess. Okay, well, he should be dead. essentially. Yeah, this should be fine because we have the black hole up, so even just gaining stars will do enough to kill him. No, I mean, like, the star is cute. Not helpful. And then we're just resting, and we'll see what the fuck we can do against Queen. I can shave off a huge amount of her health, but then the despair sets in. I think we want Genesis. I think that's kind of like the best thing we can get here. And we're doing that before she weakens me. Okay, so we play that. Let's vulnerable her. And let's block a bit. And like, this should work pretty okay now, kind of. Unfortunately, I don't have enough for the resonance. Because that would have been nice. Ow. I guess I'll take the 22. I just really wanted to get bombardment up. Like, it's pretty important to me. And yes, I did do this in the wrong order, so be it. And I guess we're going to hit her minion, because sometimes the bombardment's going to hit it, and, you know, this is a bit of a slog. Here we are. I'm not dead yet, but it's not looking great. Ow. Okay, at least thank you for staying on target. But the rest of this is less good. Okay, well, we're blocking enough for now. Alright. And now he's dead. Thank God for that. And then we'll vulnerable you for a couple turns, and there we go. And now the bombardment's just going to keep hitting you, and we do still have the buffer for when we need it. Unfortunately, you're doing a lot of small attacks, which is worse for us, kind of. Although not as bad right now. Yeah, I'll still do this, even though it's a 1 attack. Yeah, this is fine. Because then we do the buffer, and that blocks the next HP loss. And so she's hitting us, but it doesn't matter. And then the bombardment almost kills her. And then this kills, and there we go. It was not great, but we got there. It would have been a lot better if we had gotten Chemical X. But we didn't. And And so be it. I've arrived again! The loud fool returns. I'm neither loud nor a fool. Face me. I do really look forward to seeing what the architect or whatever the final boss ends up being. I'm hoping that it is more engaging than the heart, but we'll see. Yes, I know, Cat. You have desires. But we did it. That deck had its high points and so many low points. It was fun overall, but like, oh man, a lot of things just did not come together as we had hoped. And like the final Ancient was not great for us. I mean, we got decent effects off of Choices Paradox occasionally, and getting the Glimmer at the end was quite helpful. But a lot of other things also would have been really helpful. Oh, like, you know, with different Ancients. Chapter 1, Discontent, the Regent. On his home planet, the Regent proclaims to be the heir to the sun and decides that all the other planets must know. Why do you wish for this, Regent? We have everything we need. We need and eat. We have peace. We cannot die, and we are fashionable. A fellow Starian pleads. You are boring. Man's got a point. Regalite. Whenever you create a colorless card, gain 2 block. As much as I like Regent, I would not be against them just fully removing the whole colorless card focus. Many Regent. First time you spend stars each turn, gain 1 strength. Seems useful. Orange Doe. At the start of each combat, add 2 randomless colorless cards into your hand. Okay. Chapter 6. They return! The reopening. The Ancients emerged from hiding and headed to the spire. It has been too long since they had received its blessings. Unlocked event, Reflections. Okay. Interesting. Chapter 5, Darv, Tales from the Spire. Spire's reopened, eh? More treasures for my collection. Darv smelled riches in the air and entered the spire on his trusty steed. Unlocked Ancient Darv, the Hoarder, will now show up in your future runs. Yeah. I figure that's what we unlocked for doing all the other Ancients. Well, not too many more epochs to go. Yeah, so this is Darv. Don't know what floor he can appear on, though. Oh, interesting. So these are like the ones from Slay the Spire 1. Honestly, don't love it, but fine. But fine. Yeah, I gotcha. Beloved Pandora box. Yeah. I mean, I wish they'd just remove these altogether. But fine. I can understand them wanting not to do that, but you know, it's a little frustrating because I praised them for moving away from those boss relics, and then turns out, oh, unlock them. Here they are anyways. I mean, they're probably more tolerable in smaller doses, but I still just feel like they should have just not had them in the game. I am way happier on the whole with the new like boss artifacts that they've done. And then they just go and bring them back anyways. I get it from like a nostalgia perspective, but I would just rather they not be here. Or have them confined to like an event instead. Yeah, you can still be at 5 energy if you get him and some other ancients still have +1 energy. Yeah. I don't know. Not happy about that, but whatever. Like, I doubt they're ever going to move away from this decision, but it just irks me because like this was such a positive step away from that design, and then here they are anyways. Found you, you sneaky amphibian. How you doing, Asif? Unfortunately, we are about to stop for the night, I think. I'm just checking out some things. Apparently, we still have a number of things to unlock. I mean, I guess these are from the Beat the Boss ones. So what's the issue, Slay the Spire 2? I mean, it's pretty good on the whole. Specifically, I'm complaining about this. We just unlocked an Ancient who can give us the Slay the Spire 1 boss relics. And, you know, the entire time I've been playing this game, I've been pleased that they moved away from that design, i.e. the here's extra energy per turn, here's a curse to go along with it. And not even a curse card, specifically just a negative effect. Like, you know, the slime is 1 extra energy per turn, can't gain any gold. This one prevents you from gaining potions, yada yada yada. And so I've been much happier with their boss design, or boss artifact design on the whole. And then they just kind of backslide and put them back in the pool anyways. Right, the shit sandwich strategy? Yes, more or less. Can't give a boon without also backstabbing you. Yep. So, anyways, I'm just displeased that they had made good strides away from that, and then, for whatever reason, decided that they wanted to hold on to that design anyways. At least they're less prevalent, but I still just would have been way happier without that being in there. Anyways, what is the second to last? Shop relic, never seen it. That is the Undying Sigil. Enemies with at least as much Doom as HP deal 50% less damage. So it just makes it easier for you to survive until the Doom procs. Well, here we are. Anyways, we'd love to keep playing. I should probably stop for the night, so we're going to stop for the night right there. Here we go. In my opinion, if you want to do that type of buffs, it should have 2 buffs to compensate for the debuff while still being a positive relic. I mean, maybe. I just want it to be a lot less prevalent. Like, I just dislike that sort of design altogether. At least, like, for something as important as the energy relics. Again, it's maybe better because Slay the Spire 2 seems more designed around you just not getting, like, extra energy reliably, but I definitely was... Cat, stop. Stop. Just trying to eat my headphone cord. Yep, I will definitely grasp my train of thought again. Yeah, anyways, it was definitely irksome in Slay the Spire 1, and I played a bunch of other games that have, like, copied that design. Like, Spell Rogue did that, Slice and Dice did not quite that, but it's the same general sense of, like, pick boons to go with your curses. It's just not a design I enjoy. But, anyways, rambling aside, there we are for the night. We're stopping there. I'll be back tomorrow. We will be playing either Slay the Spire or Monster Train. I haven't decided. I want to play them both. We'll see what we end up doing. We'll probably be doing 2 nights of Slay the Spire and 2 nights of Monster Train this week. Unless I decide differently for whatever reason. Hopefully we'll catch you earlier today once I bring out my time turner. Fair enough. Anyways, thanks for being here. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. I will see you tomorrow. Enjoy your time until then.